Hi everyone, this is Krishna Thakkar and thanks for tuning in again. Today, I'm going to share a short story and a very beautiful analogy for it. If we tend to believe for some time, we will see these three brothers reside in all of us. Three brothers? Which three brothers? Well, Ravan and his two brothers, Kumbhakaran and Vibhishan. Their father was Rishi Visharva and their mother was demon Kaikasi. So, just like all of us, Ravan was 50% demon and 50% a learned Brahmin. These three brothers did a penance in the name of Lord Brahma, and now Brahma, the creator, has to give boons to all of them. So what do they ask? Kumbhakaran. He was the eldest and the mightiest of them all, just like the will of a human being. As they say, where there is a will, there is a way. But our will is always lacking. If a thing can be done tomorrow, or if it can be done by someone else, why do it right away? As long as the thing gets done, isn't it the good thing? The best thing that one can always ask for is chilling on a sofa, a good couch, watching Netflix and having a beautiful life. Yes, we can achieve a million things by walking that extra mile, by working that extra hour, by doing those extra sums for the exam preparation. But giving up comfort is not so easy, you see. Is it? That's the Kumbhakaran in us. So Kumbhakaran asks for a boon from Brahmaji that all he wants to do in his life is eat and sleep. So he will eat all he wants and then sleep for 6 months. Get up, eat again and sleep again. Lucky fellow. If only we had such a stroke of luck. What a sorted life. No stress. Eat, sleep. Next brother is Ravan, our ego. He wants it all. He wants the money, he wants the fame. He wants to be successful, like they show the Bollywood movie hero. Always successful, always the most popular in the college, in his office. He has always done it all. He can kill all the goons in one go. That's our ego. That's how we love to see ourselves. That's what we strive for. And what do we usually want? That's how the world should see us. In today's world, if we are willing to leave our Kumbhakaran, that would only be because we want all the material gains in the world. We want a well-paid job. We want a good salary. We want to tell people where we hang out. We want to show off on our social media. We are having a very good life. Of course, so running after the material wealth and wanting to be somewhere, and slowly, when our ego feeds on these things, we begin to believe we are successful and we begin to believe we are invincible. That's when our arrogance develops. Ravan wanted to conquer the world. The golden kingdom of Lanka belonged to his half-brother Kuber. Ravan snatched it from him by force. Sometimes, we also, inevitably, perform such actions just so that we can get all the material pleasure. The last brother, who also resides within us, Vibhishan, our soul. Our soul doesn't get happy when the only thing we do throughout the day is sleep and eat. Because our soul searches for purpose. Our soul doesn't want the fame and money. It isn't looking for attention. It is looking for love, for happiness, for peace. That's why when the ego is busy chasing material pleasure, we actually don't feel happiness within, because that's not what our soul is looking for. Thus, Vibhishan asks for Vishnu. Trapped in this golden Lanka with Ravan and Kumbhakaran, both the brothers laugh at Vibhishan. What a stupid fellow! He did so much of penance to get Vishnu. Vibhishan is mocked at, Vibhishan is ridiculed. In the golden Lanka is trapped a soul, which is trying to look for its peace, but our ego and our laziness always tries to silence it. And as Ravan and Kumbhakaran march towards their goal, Vibhishan in the midst of prosperity is left deserted and alone. But isn't fame a two-edged sword? Those happy faces of newly arrived celebrities versus those trying to stay away from the limelight at their peak versus those who have lost their prime and are desperate to get things back. As far as wealth is concerned, we all know wealth management hasn't brought much peace. What our soul needs, in between Ravan and Kumbhakarna, lies our soul, Vibhishan, looking for peace, absolutely ignored, unwanted, unloved, disrespected, hence unhappy and unfulfilled. But there comes a day of epiphany for all of us, when we realize that what Ravan and Kumbhakarna within us are making us do is absolutely futile, absolutely worthless. We start seeking what Vibhishan is. Vibhishan musters courage to speak up against Ravan. Our ego cannot listen all that at all. Finally, Vibhishan is thrown out of the golden Lanka. He meets Ram. Vibhishan now finds strength to raise his voice. Ram did not know the weaknesses of Ravan. Vibhishan did. Vibhishan guides Ram how he can win against Ravan and Kumbhakarna. That's the aim of bhakti in life. That's the aim of meditation in life. That's the aim of us trying to find our answers. We always know the solutions ourselves. Ram is the instrument of strength for us to solve our own problems. For Vibhishan in us to find a solution to kill his ego and his lethargy. Once both the brothers, especially Ravan, are out, there is peace in Golden Lanka with Vibhishan as the king. Again, Ram did not accept the kingdom. Ram doesn't want the fruits from us. It is always our journey, the pain, the misery, the happiness and the luxury. He is just a bridge that helps us cross from misery to peace. But only saints can do all of it. That's easy for them, They sit in the Himalayas and do nothing. Meditate and get life. But common people are bound to stresses with the wrong kind of people that we meet. How are we to solve the problems without stress? Here's the trick. Not wanting to solve the problem at all costs. If it gets solved, well and good. If it doesn't, well and good. Thus, the problem is still there in our life, but the problem has stopped harrowing us. That is what our soul needs. Having a beautiful journey and not wanting to actually reach anywhere. That is what we all need. I hope we all strengthen the Vibhishan within us with the help of Ram and help him become the king of our kingdom. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. If you wish to send a cheering note or a feedback, please note down the email ID. It's krishnathakkar61@gmail.com. I repeat, KRISHNATHAKKAR61@gmail.com. Do tune into for other podcasts as well. Till then, have a happy day. Bye-bye.